As is my habit, now that I've finished carving this section of the knot, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the exact same section of the design on the opposite side of the piece with the same grain direction and everything, so I can carry over any learnings that I had from that. And some of these, you can see this part's going to be cut out, and this black line is going to be cut out. And so really, this line on the outside of this chip is actually a continuous line that doesn't stop here, but it continues all the way up and ends here, is where it meets the next part of uncut wood. So to make that a nice smooth line and transition through, I like to actually start the cut all the way up there where it starts, and then continue around in one motion. And so in that way, in order to cut out this middle chip here, I actually have to cut the first cuts on all four of the other chips on the outside as well. These chips in the middle of the knot aren't huge, but they're definitely not small. So definitely takes a little bit of effort to get down to the bottom of those. It poses a little bit of a challenge on these curves, trying to go down to that middle point there as I'm rounding that curve. So now again, this line, as I cut through here, is continuous all the way down to here across that different cutoff section. Try to line it up so I can see that line as I cut. And then this one, it's still a continuous line, but it comes way out of the knot area and continues all the way to the corner and around there. So I'm not going to get distracted with continuing that all the way around. I'm just going to focus on this segment that I'm doing here, and I'll come in a little bit just to help smooth that transition. So I was remembering from that first one of this design, this chip that I did, I didn't get the blade all the way down as I made this second half, so I'll keep that a bit deeper as I come through here. And it looks like that worked out all right. And then there's a little tiny triangular chip right here, so I'm gonna do just this one little segment here to allow me to remove that while I'm here. Alright, so then when I remove those chips around there, that leaves me with this thin stripe to remove between the layers of the nuts, like that. I'll have one on the other side in the same spot. And there's a few in the middle here as well. And then the rest of this is about where I picked up on the previous video, going around and doing the thin outlines around the knot.